employees who have been a part of the Rosebud family for decades. They're big enough to handle any job, yet small enough to make sure your project matters. Quality doesn't cost. It pays. So bring the Rosebud factory and show you a visit today. Or visit us online at rosebudeurope.com.
Good evening, Trojan fans, and welcome back to the Fieldhouse today as we start our 2023-24 home season for the men's basketball program at Dakota State University. Trojans have been busy playing 4 games on the road prior to this, but this will be their home opener as they take on the Providence University team out of Manitoba, Canada. And the Trojans are coming into this contest with a record of 1-3. And I do not have a record for Providence, but the last time that I had looked, their record was 0-3 prior to last night's ball game. So excited to see the Trojans here. We have a nice crowd coming to see the Trojan men's team play. And we have had a busy day of Trojan athletics as the morning kicked off with a 10 o'clock tip-off for the women's team as they played Sterling, Kansas down in the Cattlemen's Classic at Concordia, Nebraska. Trojans had a very successful day and picked up a big win there. Shortly after that, the Trojan volleyball JV program started their ball game at 10:30, and they picked up a 2-1 win over Valley City. Sorry, it's been a long day, but they picked up a 2-1 win over Mayville's JV program. Shortly after that, at 12:30, the varsity teams went at it, and Coach Veenhoff's Trojans went 3-0 against Mayville and put them away quickly. And then after that, we headed out to the Beacom track complex where the Trojan football team picked up a win over Valley City, and we are now having our 5th Trojan game of the day, and we are underway with Trojans on the first possession. Ball comes out to Pankinen out on the perimeter. They're moving it around right to left. Penetration, drive, and the score for Mason Coyton for Dakota State. And the Trojans score the first basket of their home season and lead 2-0. Ball comes inside. It's going to be a 15-foot jumper short there for Riley Paul, and Trojans get the lead. Mason is bringing it down on the attack. Hands off to Gill. Gill's into the corner. Back to Gill. Drives the baseline. He's cut off cleanly. Pankinen's going to shoot a 3 to top of the key, and he nails it down. And that gives the Trojans a 5-0 lead early into this ball game. Kevin Martinez inside to Paul again, and that is a missed shot. Trojans rebound it. Neeson is going to bring it down. He's going to push it down quickly to Pankinen. Pankinen on the cut. Inside basket for Emmanuel Akpin. Emmanuel went up there with that inside cut off a nice assist by Pankinen and put the ball in. Little contact off it, but the officials didn't deem it enough to say anything, so Trojans up 7-0. Providence on the attack here, goes inside, high-low, down in the low post. There's the jumper for Riley Paul, and it is not successful. Trojans push again, down to the corner, back to Meeson at the top of the key. He's going to put it on the floor, make a nice assist, and that is not successful for Ethan Slothog there. And Providence comes out. They're going to go inside quickly, but Meeson is going to be called for a pushing foul underneath, and Providence will inbound underneath the basket. On the baseline out of bounds, ball comes back out to the top of the key, and Providence has their first bucket with a 3-pointer by Riley Paul. Trojans on the attack. 2 or 3 ball handler, 2 or 3 passes there at the top of the key, and the penetration then by Gill results in the easy layup. Providence comes down right side, comes back onto Rice Maestri. He's going to make a pass underneath, and that's going to be an easy layup for Riley Paul. Nice assist by Rice Maestri, and Providence closes it up to 9-5. Little ball handling here. Slothog kicks it out backside on the skip pass over to Coyton, over to Apkin, that's what I'm trying to say. And Trojans get a bucket. Here's the penetration. Again, penetration down the middle with a kickoff down to the baseline. That's been successful for Providence the last couple times, but they are not successful on that one. And the Trojans are pushing it hard. Comes down low to Slothog. Slothog's going to take it to the backside. Going to kick out to Pankinen, and Pankinen nails his second three of the ball game. And the Trojans open up a double-digit lead at 15-5. Down to the baseline now for Providence. They're going to go inside, and there's that high-low action again, and it's successful. This time the basket is by Oliko with the assist from Paul. So they have been attacking that high-low pretty successfully the last 3 or 4 times down the floor. Trojans are going to need to either stop the entry pass or defend the low post entry after that. There's a missed jumper for the Trojans. Rebound there by Emmanuel Oliko. He's going to push it forward. Now they're going to bring back out. We're going to have a long 3 attempt, and that is not going to hit the rim by Kevin Martinez. So Trojans will take over the ball. Trojan fans are letting him know that that was an air ball. And we've got some substitutions now going on for the Trojans. First substitutions of the ball game with 15:47 left in the first half. All right, entry pass comes into Josh Lewis. Josh is a new entry into the ball game. He's going to go over to Slothog on the right side. Now it's going to come to the Edwards at the top. Pankinen off the dribble. He tries to do a screen and roll pass and catches a foot of one of the Providence defenders. And ball is going to go out of bounds on the side to the Trojans. Going to have an entry into Edwards. Edwards going to put it on the floor. Comes back to Josh. Top of the key to Pankinen on the left side. Good ball movement from right to left for the Trojans. There's a nice inside pass on the penetration of the baseline. Slothog is going to take his first 3 of the game, and it's going to rim out. But with the rebound is Edwards, Taylor Edwards. Baseline 3, no good. And Trojans battled for the rebound, but Providence comes away with it, and they're going to push it down the floor, and we're going to have a tripping foul called against Josh Lewis there on the penetration. So that's the second foul of the game for the Trojans. Inbounding will be Martinez for Providence. He's going to look inside. There's a second cutter coming through, and they end up getting it inside easily to Oliko, and he scores the bucket. And that 10-point lead now is down to 15-9. Slothog taking the penetration, handoff there to Josh. Trojans got it inside. Slothog on the reverse layup, and it's good. He picks up his first 2 points of the ball game. Martinez on the ball handle there. Penetration, step back, nope, not going to take it. Goes inside of that high post. Defended there by Slothog, but still is able to put it in for Riley Paul. And Paul picks up his 7th point of the game. So Riley has 7 of Providence's 11 points. There's a 3-pointer. It's good for Kenny Haynes for the Trojans. And the Trojans shooting the ball pretty well on the perimeter so far. Pankinen has a couple, and now Haynes adds one. Back into that high post. There's a kick out that time. Paul did not look for that low post where they've been having success with that high-low entry. Paul is going to take that turnaround fadeaway, and it's not going to be successful from 15. Trojans on the run again, down to Pankinen. There's the penetration, high off of the arc. Rebounded by Taylor Edwards on the offensive board, but he wasn't able to tip it in, and Providence comes down, and they are pushing it. There's a block shot on the 3-point jumper by Kenny Haynes, the block by Haynes. Trojans almost lost it there, but they're able to pick it up. Pankinen's going to get a 3, and that will be his first miss at a 3. That is great hustle there by Taylor Edwards. Taylor went after the loose ball, was able to knock it off of a Providence player's foot, and Trojans are going to maintain possession. We are going to get a 30-second timeout here, and I'm looking for the officials to give me an indication. That is going to be Providence's 30-second timeout. So we are at 20-11 with 13-14 remaining in the first half. I want to say congratulations to 4 Dakota State cross-country runners on their national qualifying run at the 2023 North Star Athletic Association Conference meet yesterday. Winning the women's title was Valeria Kurkova, and finishing in 4th was Lindsay Roth. Both of those were qualified for the national meet held in Vancouver, Washington on November 17th. And for the men, Taylor Myers finished 4th, Cody Farland finished 6th, and both of them qualified for the national meet as well. So the Trojans will be represented by 4 athletes at the national meet in Vancouver in 2 weeks. Good luck to the Trojans. That three-pointer is off for the Trojans, and there go. Oh, nice play. Looked like it was going to be an easy basket for Providence, but the Trojans were able to pick it off. But subsequently in that save, they ended up with an over and back call, and ball will go back to Providence on the side out here. Pretty quick action there as both teams tried to make plays, slow down the fast break. It's not going to be a slow game tonight. This will probably not end up in the 50s. Both teams love to run, both teams love to get out, and both teams so far have done a nice job of shooting the three. And we have a whistle here. Got an official going over to the scorer's table. They're going to be talking something about the play clock, but I'm not sure exactly what it is at the moment. But as I said, congratulations to our national qualifiers for the Trojans. Both the men's and the women's teams finished second in the conference standings at the meet. Dickinson State won the conference title in the women. They won by a total of 11 points over Dakota State. And in the men's race, the men were attempting to win their 6th consecutive conference title, and they were edged out by 1 point by Dickinson State. So congratulations to the Blue Hawks for their 2 conference championships, and great job by the Trojans for picking up second place in their runs. And we now have things set right over there. So Providence will be inbounding here on the baseline. Martinez to inbound it for them. And ends up going outside. They're going to swing the ball from right to left. Martinez got it back again. Here comes to the top of the key. Was a look, but decided against it. Penetration now. Gehring is trying to move the ball inside. There's that high post entry again. And as the shot clock sounds, Riley Paul hits another jumper, and that is his 9th point. He has 9 of the Providence 13 points so far scored in this half. For the 3, not successful, but there's Taylor Edwards with the offensive board, and it rolls out on him. So the 3 by Kenny Haynes misses. Edwards gets a nice look at an offensive board, but can't put it down. And we're back on the Providence end of the court now. Them trying to close up this gap even more. Martinez for the 3, and he hits that from about 22 feet. And we have a 4-point ball game now, 20-16. Trojans have been stuck on 20 for a while. Three-point attempt, no good. Edwards again battling for the rebound, and he is going to be called for a foot on the baseline, so his attempt at the offensive board is not successful. Providence will pick up the ball and have an attempt, or have a chance of closing this gap even farther. Trojans were up 20-11 at 1 point. Providence took a timeout. Coach got things settled down a little bit, and they are closing in on the Trojans here with the midway point of the first half coming up. A little pressure there by Pankinen on Martinez as they were bringing the ball across the court. And now Providence is back in their set. Over to the right side, Martinez has it. He's looking for that top entry. That high-low is not successful. And Meeson picks it up, goes behind his back, starts the layup, and Eric Slothog finishes it with the layup. So nice assist by Colton. And Slothog gets the layup. And there is also contact on that. I didn't see the contact, but the officials have ruled that this is going to be a and one attempt here for Ethan Slothog. Slothog right now has 4 points, and his free throw attempt is not successful, so he stays at 4. And that was the first free throw of the night for the Trojans. Back on attack here. Got 4 out on the perimeter. Looking again for that high-low entry. That has caused the Trojans a little bit of trouble here between the high post. Successful shooting of the high post. Now there's a different look. They entered it to the high post, and then the point guard cut through, but Pankinen was able to get his hands on the shot attempt from Martinez. Ball goes off of Pankinen though, so Providence will be inbounding. Got to get it in. It got a little close. It was a quick shot, and he hit it. Riley Paul continues his torrid pace here, picking up his 12th point of the first half with the three-pointer. Koysen going to take a 3 of his own, and he's going to nail that. So takes care of a little scoring drought that the Trojans have had here. Had a fast break layup on the last possession. Now 3-pointer by Koysen on this one. Trojans up 25-19. We are at the halfway mark of the first half. 10 minutes remaining. Back into Paul. He goes high-low, and Wiebe is not able to get the ball off, but he is going to be fouled. And I believe that is going to be on Gill, who was reaching over from behind him. And Wiebe is going to go to the free throw line for a 2-shot attempt. But Trojans now have taken a timeout. I'm pretty certain Coach Ty is a little concerned about that high-low action that has been pretty successful for Providence in the first 10 minutes of this game. We have some more basketball action coming up here on Monday, November 13th. The first annual Battle of the Blues. This is a doubleheader, men's and women's basketball with Dakota Wesleyan, a longtime rival for the two schools. And that Monday on November 13th, we're going to play a doubleheader here at the Fieldhouse with the women playing the 5:30 game and the men at 7:30. This event will be sponsored by Bank West, and we are looking forward to not only having a fun evening with some great competition, but an exciting beginning to a new rivalry, Battle of the Blues, between these two basketball squads. This was a full timeout, so we get an opportunity to say thank you to a few of our sponsors. The athletic department is proud to honor its partner, Lake County International and Case IH, as a leader in agriculture and their contributions to farmers in the Lake area region. Sanford Health is the exclusive sports medicine provider for the Dakota State University Trojans. Life is better with a team you can trust. Call your local clinic to schedule an appointment. All right, we are back in action here. Hayden Wiebe is at the free throw line. He will have 2 shots here off that foul attempt. The left-hander's first one is good. Home fan students there trying to give them a little bit of a distraction on the free throw line. And it's successful on the second one. So Wiebe goes 1 for 2 on that trip down, and the score is 25-20 for the Trojans. Kosian at the top. He's going to come off a screen and roll. He's going to go with a full 360 onto the backside, misses it, but the offensive put back there by Emmanuel Akpin is good, and Trojans pick up a basket. Very acrobatic move there by Colton. but the offensive putback is where the score point is. Bad pass there, picked up by Akpin. He's going to feed it to Slothog. Slothog's going to kick it out to the left side for a three-point attempt for Gill, and that's going to come off the rim, and we are back on the attack for Providence. A quick three there by Blake Gehring is good, as the Trojan defense did not get set very well on that fast break attack, and Providence closes to within 4 at 23-27. Kick out to the right side. Slothog not successful with the three. Offensive rebound there for Akpin. Goes back into the corner for Gill. Gill's going to try the three, and that's going to come out, and Martinez with the rebound, and here comes the push down the left side. They're going to go back to Paul at the top of the key. He's going to step back, and he's finally going to miss a shot. I think that's the first three for him. Trojans almost had a turnover there. Ball's going to be thrown and skip past to Colton. Colton's going to shoot a three, and that is going to be rebounded by Martinez for Providence. So Trojans are pretty active shooting the three here in the early part of this ball game. They've hit a few and they've missed a few. Coming off of that screen and roll, that's shot attempt there by Gehring is not good, and Trojans pick up the rebound. Gill on the drive. He's going to come around, going to come full around. He's going to kick out to Colton on the three. And Colton is going to come up a little bit short on that attempt. Martinez bringing the ball back down the floor. Here's a three-pointer, in and out, almost goes down there for Kerry Richardson. For Providence, Trojans now back on the attack again. Gill, penetration on top, kick out, goes back to Colton at the top. Down to Gill on the baseline. Baseline three is short, bounces twice, doesn't go in. And what's going to be called here? All right, we have Ethan Slothog, who tipped it out on the rebound. Had a Providence and a Dakota State athlete run into each other hard, and the officials have ruled that it went out of bounds on the Providence athlete. So Trojans will get the ball back after we finish here with this injury break. First Premier Bank and Premier Bank Card is a proud partner with DSU Athletics to serve and promote and grow our economy and serve the banking needs of the area. First Premier Bank and Premier Bank Cards. Stadium Sports Grill is serving great food and is a proud partner of Dakota State Athletics. Thank you to Stadium Sports for all you do for the Trojans. And finally here, Sunshine Foods is the proud partner of Dakota State Athletics and their commitment to serve the grocery needs of Madison and the local area. Thank you to Dan Roman and Sunshine Foods. So we are back to action here. All right, we've got some dribble penetration here now, but we're going to have a travel called on Kenny Haynes. Lost his balance a little bit there and ended up traveling before he could get the shot attempt off. Trojans are going to pick up full court here. This is the first time we've seen the full court pressure. It's a man-to-man pressure. And they're going to force a turnover on Blake Gehring there. Blake got the ball and took one step before he was able to get the dribble down. So successful attack there. Trojans now are going to go to a box set on this baseline inbound. Going to kick it out. Going to come around to Pankinen. Penetration now down the lane is not successful, but we've got an offensive rebound. Offensive rebound that's successful for Uhana Ocean. And Trojans now have gotten a couple of second chance points off of rebounds. Penetration, not successful, but an offensive rebound, and it's going to be an N1 for Riley Paul on that offensive rebound. Riley picks up his 14th point now and will go to the free throw line with a chance for 15. 15 of Providence's 25 points so far, so he has been the big scoring leader for both teams. And his free throw is good. So Providence closes within 3, 26-29 on the Trojans here with 6:31 left to go in the first half. Penetration now for Josh Lewis, and we're going to have out of bounds, but it's off of the Providence player. So it's going to be inbounded on that deep left corner of the baseline. Correction, deep left corner of the sideline. Lewis on the inbounds, looking at Pankinen. He goes inside right away to to Ocean. Back out on top. Pankinen. Goes to Akpan. Akpan gets some penetration, and that is going to be tipped off of Gehring's fingers. Trojans are going to retain it, but we're down to 6 seconds left on the shot clock here. So they're going to have to get it and attack quickly to get a good shot. Pankinen's going to take a deep three. That's going to come up short, but offensive rebound for Akpan. He ends up bobbling it, turning it over. This has gotten to be quite a about 4 different players had a finger on that one, and it finally goes out of bounds off of Providence. Trojans have worked the offensive board pretty hard. They haven't scored every time with their offensive boards, but they are making it very tough on Providence in securing that defensive rebound and getting their fast break started. So Haynes will be inbounding it. He's going to go inside Ocean, or go to the top to Ocean. Lewis has it now on the handoff. Pankinen's going to drive the baseline, and he's going to kick it outside, and we're going to have a successful three-point attempt for Kenny Haynes there. So nice ball movement for the Trojans, and again, all of that is the result of an offensive board. So second chance points there for the Trojans. Coming off of the screen there for Rice Maestro. He's going to go inside. There's going to be some bumping, some banging, and when it's all said and done, Emmanuel Olika is going to put it off the glass and get a bucket for Providence. It's a tough shot. Took the bump well, gathered himself up, and hit that little 8-foot last shot. We got penetration there by Pankinen, and we're going to have a foul called on Providence. Looks like the foul is on number 8, Aliko. That is his first foul of the half. So Lewis will inbound for the Trojans. They're going to run the X out of the inbounds play. Comes out on top now to Pankinen. They're going to move it around to the left. Lewis is going to try and penetrate. He's backing his man in, and he puts it up off the glass. Not only gets the bucket, but draws the foul on Ilya Roque. And for Roque, that will be his first foul. So nice play by Josh Lewis. Gets that penetration, gathers himself up, and gets a nice little 3-footer off the glass with the foul. For Lewis, that is his first bucket of the game, and he adds the free throw to it. So 3-point play for the Trojans, and they are up by 7 again. Providence had closed it to within 3, but Trojans are building a little bit of that lead back right now as we hit the 5-minute mark of the first half. There's a long 3 attempt. That's going to hit the front of the rim, come off, but that offensive rebound is going to be good for Emmanuel Aliko. And he's not only going to get the foul, but he's going to draw the and one. And that foul is going to be called on. I'm waiting for the scoreboard to help me out here. And it's going to go against Ethan Slothog. So the 3-point attempt, that free throw is not successful. Slothog gets the rebound. Going to start the fast break, pulls it up, gets it back to Gill, and Gill pushes it down to Pankinen in the corner. Slothog now back with the ball at the top. He's going to do some ball handling. He's going to pull up, shoot the 5-foot jumper, not successful, but the offensive rebound for Ocean goes in. He's been tough on the board since he's entered the ball game. That's about his 3rd offensive board. Penetration now, double team on the post there, and it doesn't matter. Aliko keeps his composure off the double team and turns and hits the left-handed shot off the glass at about 6 foot. Pankinen's going to penetrate, gets it to Slothog. Slothog makes a really nice pass to to Ocean on the diagonal, and it's an easy assist and an easy bucket for Ocean. Back into the high post entry there for Providence, and they're working that hard, and he is doing some damage now. Aliko, earlier it was Riley Paul scoring a lot of points. Now Aliko has come in and become a very good scorer for them at both the mid-range and the low post jumper. That one's off the rim, and Providence will get the rebound and come down with a 5-point deficit. High post entry to Aliko. Ball's loose on the floor. Who's going to come up with it? Jump ball, I believe. Jump ball. Pass was a little bit off. Aliko couldn't handle it, had to go onto the floor. And Trojan also was able to get their hands on it. So, arrow possession pointing to Providence here. Took a second to get everybody organized there, but Providence is ready to go now, and they're running out of a box inbound set from the baseline. And lob comes in to Riley Paul. He's going to kick it back out for a three that rolls around and goes in for Rice Maestra. And for Maestra, that is his first basket of the game, and that three-pointer pulls the Providence squad to within 5, 39-34. Penetration now for Gill. Gill's going to put it off the rim, going to bounce twice and then come out. Rebound to Paul. He's going to get it off to Martinez. Oh, there's a steal, but Gill isn't able to come up with it cleanly. Made a nice play on the pass, intercepted it, but then it ended up going off of his leg out of bounds, and Providence will get the ball back here. So right now, both teams are shooting pretty well. Providence is 15 of 27 from the floor for 55.6%, while the Trojans are 16 of 39 for 41%. Pretty even on the three-point shooting. Providence has 5, Trojans have 6, and as of right now, only 2 free throws made by Providence and only 1 out of 2 for Dakota State. There's going to be a jumper, a contested jumper, not successful. Slothog's going to come down with the rebound. He goes off the court, goes down low. Slothog's diving in, going to get the pass, kicks it out to Pankinen. Pankinen's going to move it up to Colson. And on the penetration, a little miscommunication. Neeson thought that Ethan Slothog was going to stop on his cut. Ethan went to the backside, and the ball went out of bounds. So, Providence ball. Trojans applying some full court pressure here, again, off of a dead ball situation. A little bit of just perfunctory press there. They didn't go after a trap when they had a 10. And there is penetration and a foul. Martinez was able to draw the contract on Colton. And for Colton, that is going to be his second foul of the half. So I am assuming there's 2 subs over at the table for the Trojans, and one of those is going to be for Meeson, so he doesn't pick up his 3rd foul in the first half here. Elijah Roque at the free throw line. As a correction, I thought that was Martinez earlier, but it is Roque, and he hits his first free throw here. And for Roque, that's his first point of the ball game. And he has a chance now to tie this game with 2:10 left in the first half. Trojans had built up to a 10-point lead, and it is now gone, and we are back at an even score again. 2:08 remaining in the first half. There's a diagonal pass from Isaac Sumption that is picked off, and the fast break coming down the floor. Oh, I think we're going to have a goaltend. So the basket is going to be good by Aliko because of the goaltend by Ocean. Ocean comes in at 6'7", but with his arm length, he is a little bit taller than that. Nice entry pass to Ocean on the baseline drive, but that is a block shot, and Providence has a chance to take a lead. Aliko scores again inside. And these two posts have done a lot of damage so far. That's 16 point now for Aliko. Trojans have it in the short corner down there. A little bit of a mishandle on the kick out. Over here to the left side now, nice penetration. Softly up off the glass, but it's not successful for Akpan. And Trojans are going to end up turning it over. Nope. Yes. I thought maybe they were going to get it. Sumption got a hand on that pass in the fast break. And there's a miss for Aliko, but Providence ends up picking back up. Three-pointer's not successful, and rebound there for Ocean for the Trojans. So Trojans got 50 seconds to pick up a bucket here before the halftime. Gill has the ball at the top. He's making some penetration. He's going to put it up off the glass. It's not going to draw rim, and the fast break is on here for Providence, and Roque scores the bucket. And Providence has moved up to a 6-point lead now on the Trojans. 45-39, 25 seconds to go in the half. Gill is going to pull it out. 15 seconds on the shot clock, 18 seconds on the game clock, so a difference of 3. Trojans will work for that last shot. Hopefully can get a bucket without allowing Providence an opportunity to come down and score after it's over. Slot Hog on the drive, and that is going to be a foul. I believe the foul is going to go against Aliko. And if it is, that's going to be his, and it is. It will be his second foul. So Trojans are able to draw a second foul on Aliko just before the half, and Slot Hog will go to the free throw line for his second attempt at a free throw tonight. Missed his first one on an and one. And we are down to 4.4 seconds. So Providence is going to have an opportunity to if they get the ball down the floor, push down the floor, get a chance at a reasonably good shot here. Slot Hog misses his first free throw. He'll go back and see if he can pick the second one up. And that one hits the front of the rim, rolls to the back, and rolls in for him. There's the long pass down to the half court, down to the top. Oh, that is going to be a big call. Aliko caught the ball at the free throw line, went up for the jumper, but ended up getting called for a charge. So Aliko picks up 2 fouls now in the course of about 5 seconds, and that is his third foul. And Aliko is their leading scorer now with 16 points, so that could become a factor in the second half. A shot by Pankinen from 75 feet hit the back of the rim, but I don't think it would have counted anyway. I don't think they got it off in time. So at halftime, we have Providence leading the Trojans 45-40. Very high scoring first half. And taking a quick look here, Providence is shooting 54.5% from the floor, 18 of 33, while the Trojans are 38.1% with 16 of 42. In the three-point category, Providence is shooting 45.5% on 5 of 11 shooting, while the Trojans are at 30% on 6 of 20 shooting. So a lot more attempts for the Trojans, but only one more three-pointer when it's all said and done. From the free throw line, not a lot of free throws shot. Pretty clean first half, 4 of 6 for Providence for 66.7%, and 2 of 4 for Dakota State for 50%. Turnovers are about even, 7 for Providence and 8 for Dakota State. Points off turnovers, 6 for Providence, 7 for Dakota State. Rebounding now, the Trojans have done a really nice job on the boards. They are leading by 8, 26-18, with the majority of that attributed to the offensive end, where they have 11 offensive rebounds already in the first half. So assists, Providence leads 13-9. Blocks, both teams have 1, and both teams have 4 steals. So a pretty even ball game. Second chance points, we've got 8 for Providence, 15 for Dakota State on the basis of their offensive rebounding. But points in the paint, 24 for Providence, and that has been a big factor for them, that high-low pass or high-low offensive firepower that they've shown so far, which has resulted in Riley Paul having 15 points and Emmanuel Aliko with 16 points, the two leading scorers for Providence. For the Trojans, they're being led in scoring by Braden Pankinen. He has 9 points, and all of them are three-pointers. He 3 for 6 from the three-point line. Kenny Hayes and Uhana Ocean have kicked in 6 points each. Meeson Colton has 5 points along with Ethan Slothog, and Ackman has picked up 4. So pretty balanced scoring for the Trojans across the board, where Providence has two post players that are doing the majority of damage for them. So we're going to step away here for about 6 minutes, and we will come back with 6 minutes remaining in the halftime. So enjoy learning a little bit about some of our sponsors.
Who is Dakota State University? We are dedicated, disciplined, determined. We are more than students, more than educators, more than alumni. We are Trojans. Dynamic, driven, distinctive. This is who we are, and nothing can stand in our way.
First Premier Bank Free Plus Checking gives you the freedom to experience life, to enjoy the things you love, and to breeze through checkout lines with free mobile wallet features. Bank anywhere you want with online account opening and instant issue debit cards. Feel the freedom of no fees, no minimum balances, and no unpleasant surprises. First Premier Bank Free Plus Checking. Apply online or at any branch location. First Premier Bank, member FDIC.
It's a new era at DSU. Dakota State University is rising. Dakota State University athletics are rising. Rising to new heights of performance, of engagement, of fandom. Get ready to experience Dakota State University athletics in a whole new way. You are now entering DSU Trojan territory. An event center, indoor training facility, outdoor sports complex, and shared two-level building concourse will become one consolidated complex, housing existing DSU athletic programs, potential future sports such as soccer and esports, and unique research and academic programs. The design's angular form, modern materials, and interactive spaces will further advance the innovative technology-driven environment at Dakota State University. Students, fans, and alumni will be closer to the action with a rotation of the football field and outdoor track. An outdoor plaza will gather faculty, students, alumni, and the community for special events, tailgating, concerts, and graduation. Light wells connecting walkways and glass partitions will visually and physically connect social spaces. The Hall of Fame celebrates our Trojan history. At night, the angled walls will become projection surfaces. Performance labs, training spaces, player spaces, and concessions will be shared between sports and classrooms, and meeting spaces will become club seating. Academic spaces, such as the Institute on Aging, will focus on improving quality of life for aging populations. A biomechanics lab will use technology to improve injury prevention and sports performance. The East Sports Center will combine technology and sport, so DSU Tech athletes can compete in games of skill with universities across the country. The complex will be available to host local, state, and regional athletic competitions from youth to collegiate levels. More visitors coming to Madison will boost area businesses and organizations. Gathering spaces inside and out, the concourse, exterior patios, tailgating areas, and an outdoor amphitheater will connect generations of Trojans. We are ready. We are rising. Come be a part of a new and exciting era of Dakota State University athletics.
This your place?
No. I live with my mom.
Oh, okay.
Hey, you hungry?
No. I just had a bite.
Do you want a corn dog or something like that? Mom! Corn dogs!
I'm good.
Mom! Corn dogs! You never know what she's doing in there. Mom!
He really needs to get a place of his own.
First Premier Bank has deep roots in South Dakota. Our ag bankers are homegrown experts committed to helping you find the right financial solution for your operation. With extensive experience in the industry, First Premier offers flexible options and local decisions designed to help you today and for generations to come. Find a First Premier ag banker nearest you at firstpremier.com/ag. First Premier Bank, investing in your growth. Member FDIC.
For over 50 years, Rosebud Wood Products has been serving America's cabinetry needs. Family owned and operated, with employees who have been a part of the Rosebud family for decades. They're big enough to handle any job, yet small enough to make sure your project matters. Quality doesn't cost, it pays. So pay the Rosebud Factory and Showroom a visit today, or visit us online at rosebudwood.com.
Heartland Energy is a future-focused name. It encompasses everything that we do and the core purpose of who Heartland is.
Anybody can sell you electricity. It's the way our people help our communities grow and therefore have a purpose to that energy.
We're constantly looking for different ways to serve our customers the best that we possibly can.
We're community-owned and we exist to serve our communities.
Persona Signs has been a leader in the sign manufacturing industry for decades. We partner with the nation's largest brands on more than 8,000 installations every year. A solid foundation of Midwestern values and an unmatched work ethic has helped Persona become the #1 hotel sign manufacturer in the United States. Persona rises together with Dakota State University. Go Trojans!
Who is Dakota State University? We are dedicated, disciplined, determined. We are more than students, more than educators, more than alumni. We are Trojans. Dynamic, driven, distinctive. This is who we are, and nothing can stand in our way.
First Premier Bank Free Plus Checking gives you the freedom to experience life, to enjoy the things you love, and to breeze through checkout lines with free mobile wallet features. Bank anywhere you want with online account opening and instant issue debit cards. Feel the freedom of no fees, no minimum balances, and no unpleasant surprises. First Premier Bank Free Plus Checking. Apply online or at any branch location. First Premier Bank, member FDIC.
Welcome back here for the almost ready to start the second half of tonight's men's basketball game. We've got 3:20 left in the half, with Providence leading the Trojans 45-40 at halftime. Want to take you through some of the scores today. We've had a busy day here in Trojan Athletics. The women's basketball team started off the day with a ball game. They were at the Cattlemen's Classic in Concordia, Nebraska, and this was their third game of the season. They started off with a 10 a.m. early morning ball game, and they came away with a 44-point win. A 44-point win over Sterling out of Kansas, 96-52. And shortly after that, then at 10:30, the JV volleyball team picked up a 2-1 win over Mayville's JV program. And at the completion of that, we went right into varsity basketball, where the volleyball team played their final regular season game of the year and picked up a 3-0 dominant performance over Mayville State in the women's game. The ladies will be competing in the conference championships that will be hosted in Watertown, the North Star Conference Championships, beginning on Thursday, with a champion to be named on Saturday, and that champion will receive an automatic bid into the NAIA National Volleyball Championships. Volleyball is very strong in the league right now. We have 2 nationally ranked teams. We've got a third team receiving votes, and so we're looking forward to a very competitive conference championship, and actually looking forward to multiple qualifiers reaching the national tournament, regardless of the outcome of the tournament. Then after that, at 3 o'clock, the football team kicked off, and they were able to pick up a 19-14 win over Mayville State. So Trojans and Mayvilles were matched up 3 different times today. They came away with a nice come-from-behind win, 19-14 over the Comets. And now we are on the 5th ball game of the day. 4 here in Madison, 1 on the road, but the 5th ball game of the day, and the Trojans are down 5 at halftime to Providence. Quick review of our stats here. Leading scorer for Dakota State is Braden Pankinen. Again, Braden has 9 points, and they've all been from the 3-point line. He also has 2 assists. Kenny Haynes and Uhana Ocean come in with 6 points each. Kenny is 2 for 4 from the 3-point line, so his points are also all from the 3-point line, where Uhana has been doing his work inside, and he's 3 for 4 from the field with interior 2-point scores. Meeson Colton is chipped in 5 points along with Ethan Slothog. Meeson is 1 for 3 from the 3-point line, 2 for 5 in field goals. Ethan Slothog is 2 for 6 on field goals, so all of his are 2-pointers. He's also went 1 for 3 from the free throw line. Leading scorers for Providence, Emmanuel Olico. He's 8 for 10 from the field, so Emmanuel's been very efficient with his scoring inside. He's got 16 points, but had a big turning point in the first half when Olico picked up 2 fouls in the last 10 seconds of the first half, and he starts the second half with 3 fouls. Riley Paul is the other part of that high-low tandem, and Riley has 15 points. He's 6 for 11 from the field, has hit a couple of threes, 2 for 3 from the 3-point line, and 1 for 1 from the free throw line. After that, you've got Roque with 4, Gehring with 3, Martinez with 3, Rice Maestro with 3, and Hayden Wiebe has contributed 1 point. So we are ready to start the second half. The Trojans are going to get the ball, and both teams have been moving up and down the floor, and both teams have been quite happy to shoot the 3, so let's see what happens here. And there's a pull-up 6-footer there for Slothog, and it hits the back of the rim and bounces out, and Martinez now will be bringing it down for Providence. Going to go to that high post entry again. There's Paul. He's going to go down low to Olico, and Olico's going to pick up his 9th field goal of the night, 9 for 11 from the floor. So Olico is 6'7", and again, very long, very tough to defend. And that's a really nice up and under move for Colton, and he's going to pick up the bucket there over the shot blocker. Trojans now are moved to a 2-3 matchup zone here. Let's see if this slows down that high-low a little bit. There's a pass inside to Aliko. Aliko's going to roll to the left side. He's going to put up a one-handed running left-handed shot from about 4 foot, and it goes in off the glass. So he picks up his, I believe that's going to be his 18th point of the night. Kick out, back inside now to Meeson. He's going to go up, under, kick it out for the three. No, going to pull up, going to do a reverse layup, and that is not successful for Akpen. So Akpen made a nice fake out at the three-point line, was able to get to the backside, but just wasn't able to get the English on it that he needed for it to roll itself in. Trojans pick up with full court pressure again. They've got a 2-2-1 press. See if it's an aggressive press or whether they're just going to pressure the ball and use a little shot clock up, and that seemed to be the strategy on that one. Trojans now, a little confusion on defense, and that cost them because Rowan Gilbert was wide open for the 14-footer on the baseline. I think some of the Trojans were in the zone, and some of them had switched over to man. Pankinen with the three. So he picks up his 12th point of the game, and that's going to prompt a timeout. It's going to be a 20-second timeout. And that is going to be to the Trojans. So Pankinen hits the three, pulls the Trojans within 6, and I will bet money that Coach Darren Ty is talking about how we have got to slow down their scoring, because right now they are shooting a blazing. Aliko is 10 for 12 from the field. Riley Paul is 6 for 11. So as a team, Providence is shooting 58% from the floor, and those two guys are doing a lot of the damage. All right, Trojan fans are noisy down there on the baseline, so see if they can help the Trojan defense a little bit here. Trojans are going to pick up full court again. We've got a nice crowd here for the opening game of the men's basketball season, or opening home game of the men's basketball season, I should say. Students have had a great opportunity to watch a lot of Trojan athletics today with volleyball, football, and men's basketball all at home. So Trojans are working a little harder, denying that high post entry. See if they can slow that down. We've got a baseline three that hits the side of the board there, and Pankinen is off to the races here. He's going to get it over to Meeson at the top of the key. Meeson's going to spin and spin again, and he did a full 360 before he was able to lay it up off the glass with the right-hander. I think the Providence coach was trying to talk to the officials that Meeson might have drugged that pivot foot just a hair, but no call, and he ends up picking up his 7th point of the ball game. All right, we're up at the top of the key, and that's poked away by Meeson. Slot Hog picks it up, gets it to Meeson in the open court. Meeson's going to drive, he's going to lay it up with the right hand, and it is not going in, but the officials are going to say that Rafael Rice-Maestra had contact on the shot, and Colton is going to the free throw line for 2. Meeson is quite the athlete. He is a post defender a lot of times, but at 6'2", he is handling the ball at the top of the key for the Trojans and doing a lot of penetrating, and has some nice assists as well as baskets. So again, post defender on one end and sort of a post point at the other end. He misses his first free throws. Free throws have not been a good place for the Trojans so far tonight. They're shooting less than 50% there. And he misses the second one as well. And coming down with the rebound there is Alika. And Providence has a chance to build on their 4-point lead now with 16:46 left in the game. Baseline. Martinez decides not to pull the trigger on it. There's the high-low. Meeson's going to get a steal. Oh, it almost went off of Slot Hog's feet, but they picked it up. And what are we going to call there? We are going to call it turnover off of Colton's. Officials say it went off of his leg on the drive. So nice defense by Colton at one end, but then he ends up turning it over at the other end. There's a poke by Pankinen, not successful. Rice Maestro keeps the ball. They're going to go to the right side. That's a long three by Martinez. Not successful, but the offensive rebound. And there is Riley Paul with the 4-foot putback, and he's going to draw a foul. So that extends the lead to 6 with a chance for Paul to pick up another point here and get his 16th point of the night. And that's exactly what he does. And Providence has opened up a 7-point lead here. Trojans have had some nice attempts, but they've not been able to finish some of them. And they've also had a few turnovers here lately, and there's another one of them just as we speak. Charge attempt, not successful. It's going to be a block, and that's going to go against Gill. Martinez got the ball on the right side, took it to the hole. Gill was not able to get his body completely in front, and the contact is going to draw a foul on him. For Gill, that's going to be his first foul of the ball game. Martinez hits his free throw, so that's starting to be a factor. Providence is 5 of 7 from the free throw line, 71%, while Dakota State is just 2 for 6, 33%. And put another one in, so that percentage climbs a little bit more. Trojans are going to either need to start hitting more free throws, or they're going to have to keep Providence off the free throw line. Penetration, inside, kick out for the 3. That's going to hit the back of the rim and bounce out, and Paul is going to come away with the rebound. Coming down the left side with Martinez, back to the top of the key to Paul, and now they set it up. Left side over here, penetration, goes inside to Paul. Paul's got the little 8-footer, but it's not successful. Rebounded there by Ocean. Trojans down on the end, Pankinen brings the ball to centered up. Gill on the drive. He's cut off by Martinez, kicks it out to Pankinen. Pankinen's going to be just a hair short, and on the tip by Ocean, going to go a little long out of bounds, and it will be Providence's ball. And that's going to prompt a timeout from Dakota State, and it's going to be a full timeout. So we're going to take a 60-second break and be back for more basketball. We are back on the floor here now. 15-15 remaining in the second half. It's going to be Providence's ball as they try and extend this lead. They have built a 9-point lead this second half. Trojans had a 9-point lead in the first half, so it's been an 18-point swing since early in the first half. There's going to be the 3-point attempt, and it will come off the front of the rim and not be successful, and it will go off the toe of Rafael Rice Maestra, and Trojans will have the ball back. 3-point attempt there by Rowan Gilbert, and that would have been his first bucket of the game had it went in. Gill, he's going to try and make a pass on a back cut there by Kenny Haynes. It's going to go off the heel of the Providence player. Trojan ball on the baseline. Ball comes out to Pankinen, over to Haynes at the top of the key. Josh Lewis has it on the right side, little penetration. Trojans trying to get some penetration there. Go inside now, and that is a really nice spin move by Uhana Ocean for the Trojans. Caught the ball in the low post and did a quick spin, left the defender standing, and laid it up on the backside. Pilots back here, they're going to pull up. No, they were going to do the kick out. Ball's gotten loose on the floor, and Slot Hog is going to pick it up, and the Trojans are going to take a quick 20-second timeout so that they didn't end up with a turnover off of it. So nice hustle play there, a little penetration by the Pilots, ended up in a turnover. Trojans down 7. They need to find a way to get themselves back into this one and get a little momentum back on their side here. We are watching the men's home opener. The women will be hosting their first home opener of the schedule on Wednesday. The Trojans will start a 3-game homestand, hosting in-state rival Mount Marty on Wednesday night with a 6 o'clock tip-off. And then they continue that homestand next Saturday, November 11th versus Kansas Wesleyan, 3 o'clock tip-off. And then their 3rd game in that 3-game homestand is the Battle of the Blues game with Dakota Wesleyan on November 13th, Monday, November 13th. So 3-game homestand. Trojans have been on the road now for 3 games, and they will come home for 3. We are back in action here. Ball movement here. Got some penetration on the left side by Haynes. Haynes loses it on the way up and doesn't get a shot off. Martinez goes to Paul. Paul goes to Oliko. And really nice play there. Trojans didn't have a lot of chance with that. The 2 bigs were on a fast break, and both of them were within about 4 foot of the basket. And the only thing they could do was foul to prevent an easy basket for the Pilots. Now Oliko ended up banging into the bleachers a little bit. He's walking a little slowly right now. But he will go to the free throw line for 2. So far, Olika is 0 for 1 from the free throw line. He's now 0 for 2 for the night. We're going to have a substitution here. Coming into the ball game is Emmanuel Akpen. He's going to give Ethan Slothog a quick breather here with 14 minutes left in the second half. Oliko with his 3rd free throw attempt, and he gets that one to go in, so he's 1 for 3 from the night. And Providence has an 8-point lead on the Trojans. Pankinen thought about it, pulled back, took a dribble, stepped back, and then hit the 3. So Pankinen gets his 15th point of the night as he goes 5 for 9 from the 3-point line. Player left open for Providence, but he's not able to put it down. Trojans come up with the rebound. And Josh Lewis initiating the offense. He's going to kick it back out. And Ocean hits the 3. I wasn't sure if that was exactly how it was drawn up, but it sure looked good. And the Ocean hits his first 3 of the night. He's 1 for 1 from the arc. And that's going to be another miss on a 3-pointer, but Riley's going to get the rebound. He's going to kick it back, and this time Rice Maestra is successful with his 3. So Trojans with an offense or with the defensive board there would have had a chance to come down and tie it, but offensive rebound and a 3-pointer for Providence keeps that its 5-point lead. On the other end now, Josh Lewis comes inside, does a reverse pivot, and gets fouled on his shot attempt, so he's going to go to the free throw line. And as we've said earlier, Trojans have got to get out of that shooting slump from the free throw line. They are 2 for 6 tonight for 33%, so maybe Josh can get things rolling with his 2 here. And he does. He hits the first one. And he also gets the second one. So that brings the Trojans to 50% shooting, at least from the three-point line. And for Lewis, that's going to be his 5th point of the game so far. And there's going to be a steal for Lewis. Lewis is leading the break. They've got a 3-on-1. Lewis is going to take it all the way in, going to miss it, but the offensive rebound goes to Kenny Haynes, and Haynes lays it back in. And the Trojans have closed to within 1 here with 12:33 to go. There's a pass, there's a cut, deflection, and Trojans end up coming up with it. Akpin gets his hands on that passing lane and knocks it loose. Prankinen going to go for it again, in, out, misses, offensive rebound, and that putback is not successful, but Ocean is fouled. Offensive rebounds, that's how the Trojans have kept themselves in this when their shooting has not been quite as good as Providence has, and they have battled hard on the offensive boards, and they have a chance now with free throws to take a lead after Providence had built a 9-point lead just a few minutes ago. For the Trojans, that is their 13th offensive rebound of the ball game. And they have gotten 8 second chance points off of those offensive boards. So everything is helping right now. All right, let's take a look again at some of our supporters for DSU Athletics. Go get your fill at the Lakes Bar and Grill located on the east side of Lake Madison. Check out their Facebook page for delicious weekly specials. And the Stadium Sports Grill is offering great food, and Dakota State, and is a proud partner of Dakota State University Athletics. Looking down the road here, Dakota State men's basketball team will be in Lawrence, Kansas next week for a 2-day classic at the Haskell Classic. Trojans face the College of Ozarks on Thursday at 5:30, and then we'll play host team Haskell Friday night at 7:30. So if you can't join the Trojans on the road, watch their games live streamed at dsuathletics.com. And with the basketball season starting here, want to make sure that you know that Dakota State is offering the Family Season Pass. The cost of the Family Season Pass is $100, and it includes the immediate family for all DSU home sporting events. For more information, contact the DSU Athletic Department at 605-256-5229 or visit DSU Athletics website at dsuathletics.com. All right, we have Ocean back at the free throw line. And he is there for 2 attempts after his offensive rebound. This will be his first free throws of the night. And he hits it. So Trojans, after starting 2 for 6 from the free throw line, have now hit 3 in a row. And we are tied at 60. So Ocean's got a chance here of putting the Trojans up by 1. And he misses it. Offensive or defensive rebound there for the Pilots, and they are off. So we are tied at 60. Martinez trying to get some penetration, and that's going to be tipped away as Olika tried to dribble, and Trojans jammed down on him pretty hard, was able to kick it loose. Josh Lewis, nice assist. Oh, Olika wasn't quite ready for that. Josh made a really nice round pass and just hit Olika in the hands. I think Olika was looking up in preparation for an offensive board, and that is going to be a traveling violation on Blake Gehring. Blake drove in on the left side there, tried to stop, but drug that pivot foot just a hair. All right, we've got Meeson Colton coming back into the ball game. Meeson is coming back here with his 3 fouls and 11:33 on the board. So we'll see if he can stay away from some foul trouble. Josh Lewis is going to do a kick out, and that is going to go to Haynes. Haynes is going to put up the 3 and shoot long. Rebound for the Pilots. Both teams tied at 60 now. And looked at it. Richardson decided not to pull the trigger on that long 3, but on the other side of the floor, Gehring does pull the trigger and he hits it. So Pilots are back up 63-60. Hankinen, shot fake at the 3-point line. hands it off to Meeson. Meeson takes it in, misses the layup, but Trojans keep it alive with Osha. Meeson picks it up. We're back out to Lewis. Lewis is going to penetrate, and he's going to get fouled on his drive by Martinez. So, again, offensive rebounding for the Trojans is keeping them alive here, as they are not shooting a tremendous percentage on first chance points. Josh Lewis now back to the free throw line. He is 2 for 2 for the night, and now 2 for 3 as he misses that one. Pankinen's going to take a quick break here, and coming in for him is Chapa Jill. Lewis with his 4th attempt, and that's not going to be successful. And what are we going to call? We have an offensive rebound there by Ocean, but they're going to say Ocean pushed off to get to that offensive board. So, ball goes back to the Pilots here. For Ocean, that's his first foul of the evening. And that steal attempt's not going to be successful, but they're able to get it stopped, and then steal kicked out to Lewis. Lewis is on the drive in the open court, and he scores. Nice defensive play, and that defensive play had the quick outlet, and Trojans got out into a one-on-one in the open court, and Lewis was successful with it. Penetration now. And the circus shot goes in for Gehring. He went by the defender, went up and under the long arms of Ocean there, and was able to lay it in off the glass. 65-62, Providence leads. There's Colton driving in, misses. Offensive rebound is missed by Ocean. Meeson picks it back up, and he's going to get fouled on the double team there. So Trojans, again, working the boards very hard, keeping themselves alive with those second and third chance opportunities. That foul goes against Blake Gehring, but that is only his first of the ball game. Fifth team foul against Providence. Ball inside to Meeson, and he's going to go up and under and lay it in with a nice left side reverse layup. And we're going to get a foul called. That's going to go against Gill on the pressure, full court pressure. Rubbed just a little bit too hard, and the official called it. For the Trojans, that is their fifth team foul. And for Gill, that will be his second personal foul. And there's a wide open three, and it's good by Kerry Richardson. So Trojans have worked really hard at slowing that high-low entry down, and that's caused them to leave a perimeter open once in a while. Sometimes they've hit it, and sometimes they haven't. There's another turnover by Colton as he penetrates and tries to make a backside pass. But Colton makes up for it with a steal on the other end. Pankinen out on the break. He's on the right side. Going to penetrate. Going to turn around and shoot the little 6-footer. And he hits it. And we're going to get a full timeout from Dakota State after Pankinen's bucket. And Trojans are now down to 68-66. For Pankinen, that's his 15th point of the night. Correction, that should be 17th because he is 5 for 10 from the three-point line. And yep, now it comes up on the scoreboard. That was his first two-pointer of the night. Let's talk a second here about some more of our outstanding sponsors for DSU Athletics. Trojans want to thank their partners in athletics, Madison Regional Health Systems, for their service to improve the health of the local community. And DSU would also like to recognize its longtime athletic partner, Prostrello Auto Mall, who is providing quality vehicles and service to Madison and the surrounding region. Thank you to Pat and Nick Prostrello. Heartland Energy is partnering with Dakota State University Athletics and providing critical energy needs and providing power to fuel our economy. And Rosebud Wood Products, a proud partner of DSU Athletics and a supplier of quality wood products to its customers nationwide. Thank you to Brian Kern and his team at Rosebud Wood Products. All right, quick look here at the stats. Providence is still shooting a very solid 55.3% from the field on 26 of 47. They are 8 of 19 for 42% from the three-point line, and they are 8 of 11 from the free throw line for 72%. DSU, 26 field goals, the same as Providence, but they're shooting 41% from the three-point line. They're 9 of 27, and the free throw line 5 of 12. So that is our score of 68-66 broken down, and we are back in action. Almost a turnover there, but it rolls off the front of the rim. I was going to say almost a turnover, but Kerry Richardson was able to penetrate into the point and get a little 8-footer, but it rolls off the front of the rim. Pankinen now on the penetration, makes a really nice diagonal pass over to Emmanuel Akpen, and Trojans tied up off the assist from Pankinen. Trojans back in their 2-3 zone now, and that is going to be a steal. No, officials say that it touched the line before Pankinen was able to run it down. Nice effort. Braden was able to knock it loose and then chased it hard. Just was about a half a second late getting there, or he would have not only had a steal, but he'd have had the go-ahead basket. New shot clock now, 30 seconds, so Pilots are back on attack. There's an entry to Paul at the top. Coming around, back to Paul, quick kick it over quick for the three-pointer, and that's going to hit the back of the rim, and rebound for Kenny Haynes. And Trojans back on the attack. Gill's going to penetrate, kick it out to Haynes, three-pointer, nope. Looked like he was going to take it. Pankinen's going to get the three, and he's going to miss that wide open three. He has not missed many open threes tonight. That was the first. I think the roof would have come off. The students were really pumped up, ready for that one to go down. All right, Trojans still in their 2-3 zone. Trying to get some penetration. Gill does a nice job cutting it off. Ball goes inside. Meeson is able to get a hand on the shot there from Olika, and Trojans pick up the ball here. Penetration by Gill, kick out, wide open three, and Colton nails that three, and the Trojans go back on top, 71-68. That is 12 points for Colton. I'm sorry, 11 points for Colton. Trojans are going to get called for a tap there. Trying to defend Paul at the top of the key so that he isn't able to make that high-low pass entry. But unfortunately, I believe Kenny Haynes ended up picking up that foul. So Trojans have 16 fouls, and they are one away from the bonus with 6:51 left to go. Providence has only 5 team fouls, so may not end up with a lot of free throws here at the end of the ball game until it becomes necessary to foul. Trojans doing a nice job on the inbounds. Providence is able to get it in with only about a second left on their inbounds time clock. Inside, outside. Gonna kick it over, wide open three-pointer. It's gonna hit the front of the rim and come off. Colton has the rebound. He's out. Oh, he gives a nice no-look pass down to Kenny Haynes, and Haynes lays it up. And Trojans open their lead up to 5 points. Back in their defense, now goes inside to Martinez, kicks it back outside. The three-pointer is going to come up short, and that's going to be a foul on Martinez. As Gill grabs the rebound, Martinez goes for it and ends up bumping him. 16 fouls though, so no one's going to the free throw line yet. 6:13 left to go, so the next free throw or next foul by either team will start putting players on the free throw line. All right, Gill's going to bring it down on the attack for the Trojans. Colton, Meeson is going to be at the free throw line. Decided not to run the three-pointer. Meeson's going to spin, going to try and lay it up, and he is successful with that right-handed layup off the glass, fingertip layup off the glass. Colton, that's his 14th point of the game. He is now 6 of 11 from the field, so shooting a hair over 50%. He's now defending Paul at the free throw line. Paul puts it on the floor. It gets loose. And is it going to be a jump ball like Meeson would like it to be, or is it going to be a foul? And the official's saying foul. And that is going to go against Colton. So Colton picks up his 4th foul. And that is going to put Coach Darren Ty into a little bit of decision making here. Colton with 4 fouls with 5:38 remaining. And not much decision. Coach decides to take him out, and he brings in Uhana Hoshin. And Uhana has been a problem for Providence with his offensive rebounding. So the Trojans take out a ball handler, but put in a rebounder. Gill on the drive is not able to turn the corner, and he's going to end up. I thought there was going to be a travel call there when he went to the floor, but he was able to get the timeout before the violation occurred. So Trojans are up 75-70 with the ball with 5:25 to go. This has been a fun game. And if you enjoyed this game, then come back, because we are going to do the exact same thing again tomorrow. And I say that because these two teams are going to match up again, and with the distance of travel for Providence, the two teams have decided to play each other twice in 2 days. Tomorrow's ball game will start at 2 o'clock. It's always interesting when teams play back-to-back. In a close game like this, I think it's 50-50. There have been a lot of times when a team wins easily in the first night and then ends up really having to battle in the second game in the back-to-back, because the familiarity starts to take over a little bit. Now these two teams, I'm sure Providence will walk out of the gym tonight and go, we have to do a better job of keeping Dakota State off of the boards. And Dakota State is going to walk out of here and go, we have to do something with those two post players, because Riley Paul currently has 20 points. And Emmanuel Olico has 21. So 41 of the 70 points for the Pilots is those two post players. Trojans will inbound it here. Gill on the baseline. Trojans are in their box set. Going to inbound it. Going to bring Pankinen around. And Ocean is going to shoot the turnaround. Holy smokes! Emmanuel Akpen with the offensive putback on the slam. And that brought the Trojan fans off their feet. Paul at the top, being defended, has to kick it out to Martinez. Brings it back to Paul at the top. Martinez, they're going to go for the wide open baseline three, and that is not going to go in, but Paul is going to get the offensive board, hits the back of the rim, rolls out, but he's going to go to the free throw line for 2 free throws. Rafael Rice-Maestra had a wide open look on the three-pointer on the baseline that did not go in, but there was Paul with the offensive rebound. And for the Pilots, that is their 6th offensive rebound of the night. Paul at the free throw line tonight is now 5 for 5, so he is not somebody you want to put at the free throw line as we go this last 5 minutes of the ball game. 6 for 6 now, and that brings the scoring total to 21. So Alika and Paul both have 21 points. Correction, the scoreboard is saying 22 points, so big night for the two post players. Trojans moving the ball inside outside. There's the penetration by Gill, and he's going to end up getting fouled by Paul. For Paul, that will be his first foul of the night. So the 6'7" power forward out of Neyland High School in Brandon, Manitoba, picks up his first foul of the night. For Gill, that is his first free throw of the night, and he's successful with it. Second one coming up. Trojans now have a 7-point lead with 4:38 to go. Free throw shooting has improved pretty significantly. Earlier they were shooting 2 for 6, and since that point they have went 3 for 6. I guess numbers-wise it doesn't seem like a lot, but they have hit a lot of free throws in this second half, or hit a significant number of their free throw attempts in the second half. Gill is going to get the 17-footer, and he's going to put it in. So he picks up his 24th point of the night. And a little pressure here by Martinez. No, he's going to back away. Just a little bit of show. Gill down on the attack now for the Trojans. He's going to pull up and shoot the 3, and that is good. 82-74. Trojans up by 8. Big 3-pointer for Gill. That is his 4th point of the night. And that's going to go out of bounds off of the Trojans. Tipped away by Ocean there on that entry attempt to Gill. So we've got Colton coming back into the ball game, and he's going to take out Akpin. Ocean has 4 free fouls, and there's 3:43 left to go. Meeson is a pretty aggressive defensive player, so it'll be a challenge for him to play the kind of defense he likes to play and not pick up a foul. Penetration, kick out. Martinez is going to get a wide open 3, going to miss it, and that's going to be chased down in the corner by Gill, but they're going to say his foot was on the line, so possession goes back to the Pilots. Shot clock did not reset, so there's 20 seconds left on the shot clock. Entry pass. Pankinen goes over, sees if he can steal it from behind. Martinez is going to penetrate. He's going to hit the running layup off the glass, and then on top of it get fouled. So Martinez now has his 7th point of the ball game and a chance to make it 8 if he hits this free throw. That closes the margin to 6 points. And again, made free throw here. It's a 5-point game with 3:24 to go. Comes up short, and that rebound goes to Ocean. So Trojans, not in any big hurry here, just want to come down, execute, run a little clock, and get a bucket when it's all said and done. There's a really nice diagonal pass from Gill to Ocean, and Ocean puts it in. So that took about 5 seconds off the shot clock. But the bottom line is they got a basket when it was all said and done. There's a steal. Kenny Haynes picks it up, and then there's going to be a foul by Rafael Rice-Maestro at the half-court line, and that will put the Trojans on the free throw line in the bonus. So good smile, good foul, stop the 2-on-1 fast break, and puts the Trojans at the free throw line here. Kenny Haynes has not shot a free throw yet tonight, so this will be his first attempts at the line in the bonus situation. And the left-hander is up, touches the front of the rim, rolls to the back, and then rolls in. That is the 11th point now for Kenny on the night. Trojans have 4 athletes in double figures. And he gets them both. And that extends the lead for the Trojans to double digits at 86-76 with 2:53 to go. And Providence is going to take a timeout here. All right, got time to mention a few more of our sponsors. DSU Athletics would like to welcome Fox Promo and Fox Print, delivering high-quality creative print and apparel solutions that exceed expectations. Kibble Equipment makes your farm and your future their focus. With innovative services and staff, they strive to improve customer lives. Thank you for supporting DSU Athletics. And DSU Athletics would like to thank Mustang Seeds for their support. Terry Schultz and his team in Mustang Seeds is committed to serving American farmers as a trusted seed and trade partner. Signature Realty offers a team of experienced agents united in the goal of providing service that exceeds client expectations. Thank you for your sponsorship. All right, we have 2:53 left to go. Trojans have a 10-point lead. They were down 9 at one point in this second half. And again, offensive rebounds has really been a huge part of their offensive attack. They have 17 of them tonight with 13 points off of those second chance points. Early in the ball game, the Pilots had about a 10-point advantage in the paint, and now the Trojans are up 10 points in the paint, so they have been doing a great job of attacking the basket. And again, those second chance points, those offensive rebounds in the paint, been the turnaround here that has helped them outscore the Pilots by 19 here in the second half. Ball goes inside to Paul. Paul kicks it out to Martinez. Martinez got a three, and it's going to come up an air ball. Gill rebounds it. Nice pressure out there. Pankinen ran at it hard, forced Martinez to just hurry it a tad, and ended up coming up short. Okay, Trojans are going to spread it out here. They're in a wide set. 4 out. Ocean is at the free throw line. Shot clock down to 11 points now. Free throw line. Ocean sets the screen, and Gill misses the three-point attempt. Pilots on the move. They're penetrating, and that basket or that attempt by Martinez goes out, but an offensive rebound for Riley Paul, and that is his 26th point of the night. Double team now on Gill. Oh, there's a poke into the face. And Alika is going to pick up that foul. He's part of that trap there. Gill dribbled around it, and Alika went to poke it out and ended up popping Gill in the face there. So back to the free throw line for the Trojans. For Alika, that is his 4th foul of the night as well. So got a couple of players now with 4 fouls. Gill and Martinez both with 4 for the Pilots. I'm sorry, Alika and Gill or Martinez both with 4 fouls for the Pilots. And for the Trojans, Colton has 4. Into Paul. Paul's going to penetrate. Going to kick out to the baseline. More penetration. They're going to get into Alika. Alika's going to go up and under, and he's going to end up missing it. Ocean picks up the rebound. So that might be one of the easier shots he had tonight, and he has not missed many. So break there for the Trojans. And the Trojans now will get a foul. That foul is on Paul. That'll be his 2nd of the night. Trojans go back to the free throw line. Going to be a few free throw shot here down the stretch now, so it's important for Trojans to do that. Meeson is 0 for 2, gets that one, so he's now 1 for 3 from the free throw line tonight. And he rattles it around, bounces it off the backboard, and gets it in. So he's 2 for 4 for the night. And Trojans are now up by 12 with 1:18 left to go. Martinez with the jumper, and that 16-footer is good. Pressured out full court by the Pilots. They're looking for a trap opportunity. There it is. Ball forwarded to Pankinen. Pankinen's going to bring it out to the top of the key, and they're going to go to their spread set again. Trojans, little surprise here. Pilots are going for the full trap, not going to foul down the stretch. And shot clock now down to 4. Penetration there by Gill. It is a missed shot. Gill takes one in the face, but no call made. And here comes the Pilots. Three-pointer is good by Gehring. And for Gehring, that is his 11th point of the night. He moves into double-digit scoring. Pankinen bringing the ball down the floor, 28 seconds left in the game. And there's a turnover by Gill. Took off dribbling, just ended up losing the handle on it. So we've got a 7-point game, 3-pointer here, and it starts to get very interesting. That one's off the rim, though, for Martinez. So that should be a ball game, 11 seconds. Clock's going to run out here, and the Trojans are going to pick up their 2nd win of the year, 90-83 over the Providence Pilots. The 2 teams, again, will meet tomorrow at 2 o'clock. So it was a barn burner tonight. We expect tomorrow to be no different. Let's take a quick look at the stats for the ball game. For Providence, they shot 49% from the floor on 31 of 63 shooting. They were 33% from the three-point line, 9 of 27, and 75% from the free throw line, 12 of 16. For the Trojans, they were 33 of 73 from the field, 45%, 11 of 31 from the three-point line, 35%, and 13 of 20 from the free throw line, 65%. So that was a big improvement from the 2 of 6 that they started with, finished with 13 of 20. The big stat that Providence will be looking at tonight is offensive rebounds. The Trojans picked up 17, while the Pilots had only 7, and from those 17 points, they were able to pick up 13 second-chance points. For the most part, the rest of the stats were fairly even. Assists, 17 for the Trojans, 22 for the Pilots, and 14 steals for DSU, 9 for Providence. Individually, for the Providence, they were led by Riley Paul. With his 26 points, he was 9 for 14 from the field, 2 for 3 from the three-point line, and 6 for 6 from the free throw line. Next up was Emmanuel Lico. He was 10 for 14 from the field and 1 for 3 from the three-point line, and he contributed 21 points. Kevin Martinez broke into double-figure scoring at the end. He was 4 for 11 from the field goal, 4 for 11 in field goals, 2 for 7 from the three-point line, and 2 for 3 from the three-point line. Blake Gehring pitched in 6 points. Rafael Rice-Maestra had 6. Elijah Roque had 4. Kerry Richardson with 3, Rowan Gilbert with 2, and Hayden Wiebe had 1. In rebounding, Riley Paul led the Pilots with 10, Emmanuel Lico had 9, and Kevin Martinez with 5. For the Trojans, their leading scorer was Mason Colton. He had 18. He was 7 for 12 from the field, 2 for 4 from the three-point line, and 2 for 4 from the free throw line. Braden Pankinen pitched in 17. He was 6 of 12 from the field and 5 of 11 from the three-point line. Johanna Ocean, 14 points, 6 of 9 from the field, 1 for 1 from the three, and 1 for 2 from the free throw line. And Kenny Haynes was the 4th double-digit scorer for the Trojans. He had 12 on 4 of 8 shooting from the field, 2 of 6 from the three-point line, and 2 of 2 from the free throw line. 2 double-digit rebounders for the Trojans. Johanna Ocean had 10, and Emmanuel Akpin had 10. So, again, big rebounding night for the Trojans, and that really was the turning point for them in this ball game. Well-played game by both squads. Both squads pushed the ball. It was an exciting game to watch, and we are very much looking forward to tomorrow's ball game. Just one final shout-out here. Locally owned and operated Sporty's Bar and Grill in Madison serves up fantastic food and drinks in a relaxed atmosphere with a friendly staff and top-notch service. Stop down to Sporty's after the ball game and enjoy some time with Cam. The 2nd Street Diner in Madison is bringing the good times back with great burgers, awesome ice cream, and breakfast all day. DSU Athletics thanks 2nd Street Diner and the Office Bar and Grill, offering pizza, pasta, burgers and wine, and local area craft beers. And that's going to be it from the Fieldhouse tonight. Trojans have a great day. They go 5-0. Win for the women's basketball team. Win for the volleyball team, both varsity and JV. Win for the football team. And now a win for the men's basketball team. We will see you all tomorrow, 2 o'clock, for Dakota State versus Providence. Good night.
First Premier Bank has deep roots in South Dakota. Our ag bankers are homegrown experts committed to helping you find the right financial solution for your operation. With extensive experience in the industry, First Premier offers flexible options and local decisions designed to help you today and for generations to come. Find a First Premier ag banker nearest you at firstpremier.com/ag. First Premier Bank, investing in your growth. Member FDIC.
First Premier Bank Free Plus Checking gives you the freedom to experience life, to enjoy the things you love, and to breeze through checkout lines with free mobile wallet features. Bank anywhere you want with online account opening and instant issue debit cards. Feel the freedom of no fees, no minimum balances, and no unpleasant surprises. First Premier Bank Free Plus Checking. Apply online or at any branch location. First Premier Bank, member FDIC.
For over 50 years, Rosebud Wood Products has been serving America's cabinetry needs. Family owned and operated, with employees who have been a part of the Rosebud family for decades. They're big enough to handle any job, yet small enough to make sure your project matters. Quality doesn't cost. It pays. So pay the Rosebud Factory and Showroom a visit today. Or visit us online at rosebudwood.com.
Who is Dakota State University? We are dedicated, disciplined, determined. We are more than students, more than educators, more than alumni. We are Trojans. Dynamic, driven, distinctive. This is who we are, and nothing can stand in our way.
This your place?
No. I live with my mom.
Oh, okay.
Hey, you hungry?
No. I just had a bite.
Do you want a corn dog or something like that?